Hey everybody, welcome to Sports Corner. If you're a freshman basketball player, buckle up because tryouts are coming sooner than later. We have an interview with Brooke Ortiz, who is a cheerleader on the cheer team, and finally, we'll be talking about Arlington football and some leaders on the field. Thank you for joining me today. I'm Hudson Criswell. This is Sports Corner. Blue! Blue 42! Tiger, 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 tiger. Draft 7, draft 7. Draft 7. Draft 7! Ready! Ready. Go! Skadoosh. Hop. Ooh, what's up? Ooh, bam, over, ooh, like that. Sports Corner! The NBA just started up, and there's been a lot of trades this offseason. It's too bad I'm not a Sports Center anchor, or I'd probably tell you about them. What I can tell you is Arlington basketball. The freshman basketball tryouts are coming up November 4th, and I know I tried out for the basketball team freshman year, and unfortunately, I did not make it. And those were some very sad days, but you know, it's whatever. But if you're a freshman and you have some Jordans in your closet and you want to come shoot some hoops, then come out, try out, and most of all, ball out. The boys and girls varsity basketball team has their first game against Whitehaven November 19th, so come out and support our team as we get the season on our way. Now, let's go to a PSA break.
Hannah complained of a headache. It was a rhabdomyosarcoma. Within a few days, Hannah was in treatment because we were told that the tumor was very aggressive. St. Jude is an asset to the world. The research that is developed here is offered freely. I think it's the kind of place that could teach the world a couple of lessons about how to treat people. If those lessons could be learned, this world could be a better place.
October 26th was a huge day for Arlington cheer. Both the JV and varsity team came in first place in their division, getting a bid to nationals. I'm here with class of 2020 member who is a member of the cheer varsity squad. Well, thanks for joining me today, Brooke. And congrats on you and your team's first place in your regional division championship.
Thank you.
And so how did y'all prepare for this past competition?
We practiced a lot. We have about 5 days a week of practice, and we just had show night right before the competition, and we just work really hard at practice.
So do y'all have to practice every day during the week?
Yes, we practice Monday through Thursday and then Sunday.
And is it always just kind of right after school?
Yes, or we switch out with JV.
And how did, beginning of the year, did y'all just all year work on doing y'all stunts and stuff, or did y'all kind of do conditioning?
We work up to the hard stunts, so we start low and then we keep working our way up until we can't do the next stunts.
Yeah, so what about beginning of the year? Did y'all have to do conditioning over the summer, I guess, kind of before school started?
Yeah, summer is kind of just conditioning and getting ready for the season and just working on tumbling and stunning.
All right, and then I know y'all's next competition is December 7th in Murfreesboro, am I correct?
Yes.
So are y'all going to be changing anything in y'all's routine?
Normally we keep the same routine. We just clean up everything and sharper, cleaner, and just all that.
Okay. Yeah, so, and I know that you're a flyer or a top girl, so you're the ones that everybody they be throwing up and stuff. So how long have you been a flyer, you could say?
Well,
when did you start cheering?
I started cheering when I was 7, so I've been a flyer ever since because I've been
7?
little. Yeah.
And then, you've been a flyer ever since. Did you cheer for AYS?
I cheered for Memphis Pride.
Memphis Pride?
Competitive cheer, yeah.
And don't y'all practice there during the...
We practice there Thursdays and Sundays.
Thursdays and Sundays? Well, what are some good characteristics of a flyer? How does someone become a good flyer?
You just have to be able to put yourself that high in the air, and you can't be scared. You have to be tight and trust your bases.
Well, that is pretty scary because y'all do go high. I don't think I'd be able to do it just because I'm afraid of heights. Not really much of a height man, but you know. How do and then you are senior, class of 2020, and how do you feel about this being your last year of high school cheer?
It's really upsetting just because I've done this for so long, but I'm ready to start a new chapter in college.
Is that what you want to
Yeah.
go to?
I'm thinking either Memphis or Ole Miss.
Memphis or Ole Miss.
Yeah.
Have you been accepted to those yet?
I've gotten accepted in Memphis, but I just applied to Ole Miss, so.
Okay. And yeah, so like cheering, do they still do like how y'all do? I guess when y'all go to competitions and stuff, and I know they're still on the football sidelines, so
Yes,
they still go to competitions?
We do football, and we'll do basketball too, which we don't do in high school.
Yeah.
And then I think we have 3 competitions too.
What's kind of the difference between like football cheering and basketball cheering? Just like, I guess, I mean, do you know if the basketball cheer goes to competitions and stuff? Or is that
No, it's normally you just travel with like the team and go different places and stuff.
Well, that's good. And I know so I'm guessing you're a leader on the cheer team.
Yes.
Being a senior. How do you motivate all your cheerleaders to work hard for, like, I don't know, I guess you could say the next competition?
We have to make sure like we have a positive attitude. Like some days we have not such good of practices, so we just have to like keep working hard, and we can't give up and give 110% every time.
Let's talk nationals. So I know y'all got a bid to nationals. What are y'all doing to, I guess, prepare for that?
So we're just first we have state, so we have to go to that. We're gonna have show nights. We have to go full out. We have to build up harder stunts and tumbling and just work really hard until then.
Yeah, because y'all be, it ain't no playing with the pups no more. I mean, it's big leagues.
It's really hard.
So I know y'all went last year. Y'all went to Disney and to nationals, and how did y'all do?
We didn't do that good last year. It was actually kind of a bad season for us. But we were in a different division. Last year we were small, and this year we're medium. So,
medium? Moving on up. Better competition. So when y'all go to Disney, what is it like down there? Is it a lot more, like, I guess, crazier at the competitions? I mean, how many times could y'all perform down in Disney? Because I know this past weekend in Murfreesboro, you only performed once. So how's it at like Murfreesboro? Or no, I'm sorry, this past weekend here in Memphis, you only performed once. But how is it in Murfreesboro and then going to Disney?
Murfreesboro is still one day. You just compete once. And then nationals, it consists of 2 full outs, so 1 on Friday, 1 on Saturday.
And how does like Murfreesboro work? Like if you do good, you come in like I guess, is it top 3?
Yeah, they call it like the first top 3.
And then, so if y'all do that, what happens if y'all win?
We just get like a little plaque saying
Little plaque. So y'all don't get, what is it if you win nationals? Do you get worlds?
We get medals and we get a white jacket.
Oh, okay. What about worlds? What is that?
Same thing.
Oh, it's like the same thing as. Oh,
but
okay.
worlds, like, it's people from like all over the world. So.
Oh, okay. So, nationals is it's like the same thing. Nationals and worlds.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you just compete against different people.
And when is that?
It's on Sunday, but we don't get the chance to go this year.
Oh, on worlds. What about nationals? When is nationals?
Friday and Saturday.
Friday
it's
and Saturday.
In February.
And I guess y'all will be missing school.
Yes.
Y'all are pretty lucky. You know, I tried doing a backflip once and landed right on my neck. So
sucks.
I actually couldn't do anything after that. But you know, cheering, it's a hard sport. Anyways, thank you so much, Brooke, for joining us today.
Thank you for having
me. And let's go over to a PSA break.
Azalea is my world. When I heard that she had a tumor, everything just became dark. When I came to St. Jude, I started to get back some light in my life.
On top of first-class, best care, you will never receive a bill, so that you can zoom in and just focus on this child. The only thing we had to worry about was just keeping Azalea comfortable. St. Jude saved her life, and it saved us as a family.
When it comes to pads and helmet, you would think of football, right? Well, we can't forget about another hard-hitting sport here at Arlington, the lacrosse team. Let's take a look at the documentary on preparing for their season.
During the White Station game, we were down by a lot, but we never gave up. We never stopped sprinting, we never stopped going after ground balls, we never stopped trying to score. And I think that really brought the team together because we all had that one goal that like we wanted to win. Before I play a game, I always get like the butterfly feeling because you want to do good and you want to be there for your team. I feel before a game sometimes nerves, depends on who we're playing really, and excitement mostly. I go into every game with the hope that we're going to win and the thought that we are going to win. When the dust settles and the scoreboard is final, I feel accomplished and proud no matter the score. I feel motivated by the scoreboard and what the scoreboard says. If we lose, there's always something to improve, and if we win, it's a victory for us. Like after games end, I usually spend a lot of time thinking about like how I played and what I can do better. And I don't know, I do a lot of self-reflection after games.
I learned a lot about myself when I joined lacrosse. Like I know that I can push myself, and
Girls lacrosse is special because it is different from other sports. We have our coaches that will actually care about you. They will personally get you after practice and work on things you want to work. If you're down, they will pick you back up and work together on what you need to get done.
Us not giving up is really significant because no matter the score, you always need to play the game to the very last second. The day before a game, all I can think about is who we're playing, how we can improve from the last game, and winning.
Now let's talk football. People always say offense wins games and defense wins championships, and I 100% agree with that. To have a good defense, though, you need to have leaders out there like Braxton Tompkins and hard-hitting Cannon Linebaugh. And they are here with me now. Thank you all for joining me today. And Braxton, I know you play safety, and Cannon, you play middle linebacker, am I correct?
Yes.
And you smell that? It's game day. Y'all ready?
Yeah.
Who y'all got tonight?
Cordova.
Dirty Dova?
Dirty Dova.
All right, hey. We're going to go out there, and what are y'all going to do? How have y'all been preparing for this game?
We've just been going through the week, defensive heavy, and make sure that we open field tackle very well because they are very athletic. And
they are.
Offense, make sure we drive the ball downfield and manage the clock well.
I mean, that's how you got to do it. And how important is this game? Because this is a divisional game, right?
Yeah, it's pretty important because, you know, if we win this game, it punches our ticket to the playoffs.
Punches it?
Yep.
And Collierville, they're in your division too. Who is it? It's Houston, Collierville, Bartlett, and that's Dova. So y'all lost to Bartlett, lost to Houston, beat Collierville, and heck of a game, by the way. I mean, that was.
Thank you.
Y'all, the great defensive game. I mean, y'all held him, and their quarterback, he ain't nothing to mess around with either. But, yeah, no, y'all held them. Creditful defensive performance by both of y'all. And just how did y'all stay motivated throughout that game?
Well, we knew the game, since the rain and the weather, it wasn't going to be a high-scoring game, so we had to create turnovers, and the defense was going to win that game, and pretty much it.
Just keep on with me. I'll edit this out. All right, so how did y'all stay motivated through the Collierville game?
You know, you just look at the score, look at the record, look at the team. You know, we were the underdogs coming to that game, so we knew we were in it. We scored first. We stopped them. We knew they couldn't progress the ball on offense, so that was
because y'all's defense was so good.
Yeah.
I saw a couple of deflections by you and Cannon. I thought he was in the WWE out there slamming everybody. But yeah, so record is 6-3. And 6-3. I mean, I'm not no math magician, but I mean that's a winning record right there. And I mean, y'all having a pretty good season. I mean, winning record. Y'all have lost a couple of games, but I mean they've been pretty close. I mean Bartlett was, you know, off day, but I know Houston. Even though they did score high, y'all stopped Lincoln, who is like one of the top running backs in the state. I mean, if we're being honest. So I already asked y'all how important the Cordova game is, but what about who would y'all play if y'all beat Dova tonight?
So if we beat Cordova and Carville wins, we'll host Central at home.
Central, okay.
And if we beat Cordova but Bartlett beats Carville tonight, then we'll have to travel to White Station.
If Bartlett beats Carville. So that Bartlett and Carville haven't played?
No. They play tonight.
Okay, so this is the first game. And how's all the other teams doing in the division, like Houston?
Houston's undefeated.
Houston's undefeated in the division? They beat Cordova?
They did.
Yeah.
Man. And Cordova, they beat Bartlett?
Bartlett beat Cordova.
Bartlett beat Cordova?
Yes.
Okay. Well, then, you know, got something a little even there. What about, how did y'all prepare, or you said y'all are preparing defensively this week. Who is somebody to watch out for Cordova?
You know, they have a couple very athletic players, number 1 and number 7.
What positions do they play?
Receiver. And the other one plays running back, number 7.
So who's
plays.
locking them down?
We have pretty good run fit, so for the middle linebackers and the defensive linemen, so they have that. And the DB has been working pretty heavy on pass coverage this week, so we should have the receivers locked down.
What you said number 1 was the receiver on Dova?
Yes.
Is he slot or is he outside receiver?
Plays both.
Plays both, so he's all over the place. Mm-hmm. Running back, I mean, I ain't got no worries about that. I mean, we got line ball over here, leader on that team. And speaking of leaders on the team, y'all being juniors, because y'all are juniors on the team, how does it put any pressure on y'all out there starting on defense?
No, Coach Sykes always tells us that it doesn't matter how old you are, leaders are leaders. So,
those are some wise words, and that is correct. It does not matter how old you are. Any okay, so I'm gonna have a couple, fun questions. Who just have to ask, who would win in hit, like just going on head to head between y'all two?
Man.
I gotta know.
I think I'd definitely win. I got size.
I don't know.
Size?
A little bit more meaner than Braxton.
What about Braxton? What do you think?
I mean, I just think he's kind of weak. He's not that strong. So.
I was thinking the same thing because back in the day, let me tell you, I actually did play a little bit of football myself back in the day, and I actually laid you on your back once.
No.
I remember that. And then Braxton, I think I juked you out, made you fall. I think you broke your finger after you fell.
No,
I kind of remember that. It was pretty cool. But personally, do y'all have any like pregame rituals going into a game? Like do something. You know how like some people, I think Gardner Minshew, he works out like in just shorts in the locker room, and I think all he wears is socks.
And we have a couple of superstitious stuff, like at practices, like Thursday practice, we usually wear the same thing, but Cannon messed that up this Thursday. He wore
Really? Cannon messed that up?
Yeah.
Sounds like something line ball would do. I'm just kidding, but let's go out there and get that win tonight. How about that?
Yep.
Y'all feeling good?
Yep.
Y'all ready? I'll be there. And I commentated the game against Carville, and let me tell you, that was a fun game to commentate, especially because of y'all two guys. But thank y'all for joining me on the show today, and let's just go kick some Dova butt, all right? Yep. Dirty Dova. We've been rivals for years. All right. Anyways, let's go on to a PSA break.
If you're happy and you know it, wiggle your ears. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. If you're happy and you know it, wiggle your ears. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. If you're happy and you know it and you really want to show it, if you're happy and you know it, wiggle your ears. Wiggle, 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 wiggle.
That one always
like
makes
that
me
one?
wiggle and giggle. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
Now, I hope y'all enjoyed the show today, and I also hope y'all are fired up because it's about to be winter time, which means basketball, both boys and girls, and I'm talking wrestling, and I'm talking even the hardest sport in the history of sports, water polo. We will get into more of that next month in November. Thank you for watching. I'm Hudson Criswell.